And welcome back. We're picking up where we left off last time, Universalis 4, in our chill Ottoman game, where we have 4 independent nations left, as 2 of the colonial nations, Peru and Chile, have been added to the glorious Ottoman Green. In the New World, we have the United States left to take. There's a little bit of Swedish Mexico that's going to escape blue, but United States to take. We have the Teutonic Order to take. We have Great Britain to take. And we have the rump state of the French, who are currently suffering a revolution, as the French do. We're going to let enough time pass here. The cores here are going to complete. Actually, arguably, there's no reason for me to wait for those cores to complete. We can start with the invasion of the Teutonic Order. Yeah, we can just start the invasion of the Teutonic Order. Not like anyone's going to come save them. Yeah, it's maybe a bad sign when there's enough troops in the general area just to be like, and every territory in the country, send 1 troop to it. Storming of the Bastille! Storming of the Bastille, so we got the French revolutionaries have spawned in. Of course, the center of Reformation, or the center of revolution, in theory, was destroyed. Grab the Spirited Core, completing the offensive ideas. Theory gives us another... grab leader siege here. A little bit faster on the siege would not be bad. But yeah, piling in on lots of these objectives. And now we just need to be patient. And from 4 will be 3 remaining independents. And we sit here long enough that the Crimeans will show up and just jump the Teutonic Horde. Yeah. The march apparently got bored. As it does. Siege of Marienburg. Spread the guys out so take a little bit less attrition. For the coring in the New World, we're waiting until 12th of May. And then everything that is Ottoman La Plata should become the colony, or Caliphate. La Plata should become the colony of Caliphate. Or Caliphal La Plata. But a matter of time. And the French should become the birthplace of the revolution. Okay. Don't think we got a revolutionary center anymore, because we destroyed the old one. I don't think it spawned a new one in. Yeah, it didn't spawn on their core. Or didn't spawn on the center, they just are revolutionary. Okay. Just in new technology. We don't need the advanced production. And we're paying 9 years at a time for it? Yeah. No. Siege and siege. So the war be over. And they are small enough we can just make them a subject. So that's just exactly what we'll do. And we're probably big enough and terrifying enough we just politely ask them to adopt Ottoman colors. Almost big enough we can ask them to adopt Ottoman colors. I don't need prestige. Let's find the Teutonic Order on this list. It should be down in the T's. And yes, we have so many subjects, the subject panel is a little laggy. Okay, we can pay off their debt. And then we'll placate their ruler a couple times. At which point, come a month, we can promote them to Violet and they'll adopt glorious Ottoman green. Okay, your job will be rebel suppression to help the subject. This big blob get up to the United States border, please. And we'll basically do the same in La Plata. We'll pick one of them, say that one. His job will be rebel suppression in the entire La Plata. Not necessarily to actually really suppress rebels from spawning, but rather so to automate the after-action whooping of the rebels for daring to rebel. And there's another 12 armies. 13 armies to go up to the American border. So needless to say, the poor Americans of the Texas region are about to have a very bad day as soon as the treaty ends. I'm not quite in the space of the game where I want to be treaty breaking back to back to back. We may soon be there. Right now I think the treaties are short enough that we're not interested in breaking them. Just to go a little faster. This is a chill game. And all we need to wait till September of next year, so we're not in a rush. And then this big giant horde of an army will just descend upon America. I'm pretty sure it's a bigger army than the Americans have. French have no allies, English have no allies, and there's only 3 nations left in the world, so they'd have to be aligned with each other at this point. Positively spotted sugar, okay. Sure. Chocolate imports. Because we're the world's leading trader in sugar, we don't have to do the chocolate imports, apparently. Though we're probably the world leading trader in chocolate as well, but, you know, the game be weird sometimes. Is that not enough? Interesting. Where do these colonial regions line up then? Well, one of them is probably not cored. One of them probably took a little longer. Or I didn't count right? Did I not count right? Got 1, 2, 3. There's the 2 up here. Yeah. Maybe it waits till the month tick to spawn the nation in? Yeah. There we go. Oh, and we got a couple of random islands all over the place. We got a core. Okay. And of course, there's missionaries in all of them to make it so I can't core them. Of course. Where do all 4 of our missionaries pick? The 4 places that I'd want to core right now. Yeah. Honestly, given the circumstances here, should really do that, not shit north. Yes, we got 83, 94, 87. So probably once we get rid of Great Britain, we'll probably treaty break France, and then we'll start swapping over to just repeatedly breaking treaties with America. The admin cost for treaty breaking for us is actually pretty low. Because the main cost to it usually is 5 stability. And then you have to take back, right? You have to regenerate. And 5 war exhaustion. Well, we've got extra passive even at war exhaustion reduction. And we've got enough stability cost to decrease that +3 stability. The plus third stability is about the same as like a +1. So we're basically paying minimum price on the stability raises. Except for like the last couple. And if you're chain warring like that, you probably don't get the last couple, you just go back up to stable. Missionaries will be done eventually, so it's fine. Oh, and Sweden has some dreams of liberty. So as for the moment, we can actually turn the speed up. Let's go to full speed, because we're waiting until September. And, well, we're all the troops march north, so we've got people ready for the armies. Oop, artist died. So that does slightly raise the cost to base stability, because that guy was reducing it. Granted, apparently the guy we're replacing with is just another artist, so problem solved. In America, it's going to be multiple wars, because 553 cost to annex all the American provinces, just a little high. And waiting for armies to march up, so I think we could technically declare war on them now, but we still got the guys marching up. We still actually arguably have them building. Some of these stacks have not completely built yet. Okay. Don't really have anything I'm interested that much in spending Yamna power on, so we'll go ahead and pick you up. Didn't really need that +2, but didn't really need the Yamna power either at the moment, so. Revolution ID is here. It's the next tech. I think techs go up to 32, so I think there's only 2 more admin techs to take anyway. Though that's maybe an indication how close to the end of the game we are. Brady is done. Troops haven't fully arrived. We'll wait until the troops finish arriving. And then we'll declare war on the Americans. We got, say, 38 armies in the region. Which does mean we outnumber the Americans with just the armies in the region. Even disregarding the fact that we don't have everyone here. Oh, apparently we got a lot of cores we can return. Interesting. Maybe we'll start off with some core return, and then we'll start imperialism and the rest. Yeah, the armies have mostly arrived. Some of the stacks haven't completed building, but don't think we need full strength. I think what we've got is simply just going to be enough to successfully intimidate the Americans. into hopefully not giving us a problem. "25 armies. One to there, one to there." So we've had a couple decisive battles to shrink the American army. We're going to basically have everyone clumped up, slowly taking down the entire American territories, one province at a time, one territory at a time. It's going to be a little tedious, but the American army is large enough that if we don't take it semi-seriously, the Americans will inflict significant losses on us. Okay, we got Americans running off to there. Let's just go push 5 out to that fort. A little bit of a risk, but I think it's a risk that's worth taking. We'll go push out 3 to Washington, D.C. The main war objective is, well, I say Washington, D.C. out to the capital, which is Chesapeake. Instead, I suppose Washington, D.C. would be in around here. Nope, here. We can tell because the White House monument's there. Which they have actually gone so far as upgrade to level 2. Americans building the White House. Who'd have think? No, you were one that's going out to probably there. And the Americans have already struck us with 1 defeat. Destroying an entire army group, yes. Granted, we had 38 army groups, that's not world-ending, but still annoying. Because it's not like a victory the other way around kills off an armed group of theirs. We've already overrun the entirety of Texas, and we have exactly 2% war score because the Americans don't even value American territory. Well, let one of us get jumped by the Americans. Completely destroyed. To wait a month out and get insurance companies 60 points cheaper. Sent 3 for Washington, or for Chesapeake, 4 for Raritan, and I'm having to divert one to come south because only one of the 3 made it to the target. Okay. You know, usually I'm the nation that's full of worthless territory. Today, it is the Americans. Yeah, we've occupied every fort we know they have. They have literally no strong points. It's just raw American territory, as far as the eye can see. And we still only have like 20% war score. Yeah. Oh, looks like we're suffering another defeat because Americans are very effective at absolutely tearing my units to shreds. At least we have 3 forced march, so just tell everyone, march to the battle. Or at least march a little bit forward. Oh, we managed to actually beat the Americans somewhere. Another American victory. I mean, defeat. Well, it's a defeat where we did most of the dying. Just tells you how good the Americans apparently are fighting in this game. If I keep winning like this, I'll have no army. Very Pyrrhic fighting for me. I've got the manpower to replace it, I just don't have the manpower deployed in America to replace it. That's kind of the problem. We've put them down enough that they're willing to give the war score, 32 war score. And the troops we left behind to build up apparently haven't built up all the way, just to give you an idea of how rapid and brutal this war has been. Oh, and they're up to green. Granted, it's ongoing battle. Let's go away since the ongoing battle was what gone, but that's just telling you how pro-war America apparently is right now in this game. Yeah, it's more likely to go up. Their warriorism is more likely to go up than down. I suppose, what are we trying to enforce on the Americans? Turn cores. So we just do the return cores, that's 46%. Oh, no, even more than 46%. We weren't all the way at the top. %. So we could force a 56% war score on them. Well, honestly, that wouldn't really break America very much, but that's a believable thing we can get done in one war. Even a war that isn't going our way, I think. Yeah, the Americans are definitely on the advance. Sadly, I'm not able to look at an American-occupied place and go like, I need a fort here, because Americans could do so much of being actual forts in the giant empty territory that is America. Fort Kroll I could do. What we're doing right now is painful. Because how tedious it is to read stuff back and forth like this. And we're getting I think the war penalty. Trying to ask for 40% war score. No, trying to ask for 56% war score when we only got 40. Okay. Well, we control the war goal. And while the Americans are advancing, the Americans, other than breaking my personal willpower, there's no way the Americans are winning here. But I'm looking at the time like, okay, I need to put a part break in here. The American war is going to take too long to do all in one part, so it will have to go into a second part. We'll see if we can even get it done in the second part. We may need a third part. So if you're watching on YouTube, there will be a part up tomorrow. I'm going to try to record 2 more parts tonight, so there should be a part up tomorrow. There should be a part up the day after tomorrow. Unless something significantly changes and we like somehow subjugate the 3 remaining nations in one part. That'll probably be a part up the day after tomorrow. If you're watching on Twitch, feel free to hang around. I'm going to take a short break to sip a little bit of tea and stretch the legs, but then we'll get right back to it. So until the next part, wish you all the best of luck and a good time. Catch you all in the next part, and bye for now.